Hi guys, this video is all about our drive from Prince George down to Kamloops through Cache Creek into Revelstoke, Glacier Mountain National Park, Yoho National Park, up through Lake Louise, down into Banff, and then from there we went through Calgary and up into Drumheller. So I hope you enjoy it. Take a look at all the different landscapes in the pictures. It's just amazing. It changes from Prince George with the trees and so many trees down into the dryness of Cache Creek and off into more mountains, which look totally different from this side than they did when we were in Jasper. So I hope you enjoy. So here's where you'll see a lot of the change when it comes to the landscape because of the dryness. So it started to get dry and we started losing the trees, and then we're picking up scrub and really dry grass. But there seems to be an area at the bottom where it's all green and there's fields of corn, some vegetables. We saw a couple fruit markets on the side. It's just amazing how they can have such an abundance of fruit and vegetables at the bottom of these hills, and then these hills are so dry. It's just amazing. Temperature went from when we were coming down from Prince George at about 17 degrees, and then it went up to, I think it was 31 at one point, and it's like such a difference. It was just amazing. The landscape, the temperature change, it's just like it was desert all of a sudden. They had all these little communities that were recently built along the river. This was still the Fraser River, I think, at this point, and it's just what a way to live. Just sit there, look at the river, look at the mountains. It's just gorgeous. I can imagine the cost of these homes, though. They looked to be very expensive, but the subdivisions that they were building were really, really nice to look at.
Hey guys, we are in BC. We came out of forest, really thick forest, and now we're up by the mountain area again. We're coming into Kamloops in about an hour, but the entire area has changed dramatically. It's almost like we were figuring almost like a desert valley. Everything is all dried up. It looks incredible. What do you think, Teresa?
Well, they're all watering the fields, and then so you can see where the difference is, the green and then the hills being so brown. The forest fire is moderate right now, so there's a chance of forest fire if there's a lightning or if somebody starts a fire type of thing, and I'm assuming that we're not going to be up around a campfire here again. But
probably not.
Coming down from Prince George, it was just beautiful. We went through Williams Lake, where they film the TV show Timber Kings, and 100 Mile House, and then a lot of the different miles all the way down. Just beautiful. Gorgeous areas.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's been a long drive for us the last 2 days. We wanted to come down this way to see the other side of the Rockies. It was worth it. It's going to be about 12 hours driving in total. But we've gone through so many different areas. Some of the cedar trees that we're seeing, they had to be at least 100 feet high. And then there's all kinds of pine trees, and now we're into this style. It's pretty awesome. This place is called Juniper Beach Provincial Park. It's just outside of the city of Cache. Is it Cache?
Cache Center, I think.
Cache
Canyon.
Cache Canyon, that's what it is, yeah. It's pretty much like a freaking desert. And then all of a sudden you get this oasis of a river running through. Everything is more green all around the river, as you can see. But it's really freaky, is what's going on. Because you get all of this stuff up here. Just trying to get by a biker over here. You get all of this stuff, and then you get all of the green right next to it. It's pretty cool. And we're about half hour from Kamloops right now. I always thought that Kamloops was actually a colder place like the rest of BC. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll let you know.
This is not cold.
This is definitely not cold. The temperature has jumped from 17 to 30. So that's 13 degrees in less than probably 15 minutes. It's like the Death Valley of Las Vegas.
There's quite a breeze though.
Teresa said there's quite a crosswind, so it's very breezy here. But they're growing shit. They're growing corn. They're growing everything here. But if you look up in the mountains, it's like a spaghetti western, man. It's actually quite cool.
This is Wollaton.
Wollaton welcomes you. Now we're heading back up to the mountains. You can see the trees and everything starting to change up there again. And now the clouds are actually coming back in.
Which is good. I don't want 30 degrees.
No, we can't camp at 30 degrees. I'll have a bag of ice on my nutsack if that ever happens. It's just not happening. So. Alright, ciao. Where is this place, Teresa?
This is Savona.
Savona Lake, I think. We're going up and down the mountains now. Like,
This is Kamloops Lake, actually.
oh, this is Kamloops Lake. I've been corrected by the boss.
Yes, you have. This is Thompson River that runs into Kamloops Lake.
Can you speak a bit louder?
This is Thompson River that runs into Kamloops Lake, and this is Savona, the town of. Very cute.
There you go, boys. I'll just hold the camera.
There was a sign up saying we would see mountain goats or mountain sheep, but we didn't.
We've been seeing a moose sign for 6 provinces now, and we still have not seen a moose. But all the signs look identical. So, I seen a Sasquatch. He was tied up on a trailer. That explains why we haven't seen him in the wild, I guess. And the temperature is starting to drop now. Now we're at 27. I was going to say the grades of the road are dropping by 6 and 8% now that we're coming down out of the mountains. We're going to investigate why it gets so hot all of a sudden here, and Teresa will inform you on her videos. Pretty cool spot. It was worth the drive today for sure.
Definitely. It's still very much of a desert look, though.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the hills, like it's starting to get green. You can see green trees on that.
Yeah, we're starting to see trees now, but even the trees are different, right? It's almost like we expect to see a tumbleweed. That's how cool it is out here.
You certainly couldn't grow a maple tree here.
No. Well, yes and no. If like I say, because if you look over by the lake over there, there are trees, right? So you just need the water source. That's all it is. But now look at the top of the mountains over there. They're all starting to turn into trees again. It's actually pretty cool. Nice lake too.
Yeah, we're only 38 kilometers from Kamloops.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what Kamloops is like. We'll take a picture and show you. All right, bye.
Good morning, everybody. We're heading to Banff. It's July 9th. We spent...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. We spent last night at the Canyon Hot Springs RV and Campground. We didn't go to the hot springs. We got here, I guess we got there around 6 o'clock. And it's 16:50 and they close at 8. So that was out. And it was just a pool that was... had the hot springs pushed into the pool, I guess. And then every hour and a half, there was a CN train that went by, or a CP train that went by, that is probably 100 cars long, and it was maybe 100 yards from us, maybe?
Yeah.
And it was loud all night long.
Some of these trains had like 3 engines on them. They were that long. It was pretty cool. I didn't mind it. It reminded me of being a kid at my grandmother's place. So, but it was hot last night. It was still 28 degrees when we went to bed last night at about 9:30, and that was a good night though. We had a good spot. We had bear encounters again last night. I decided to pick up salmon yesterday for dinner because we wanted something different, and I just start cooking the salmon, and Angus starts going ballistic. And sure enough, there's a black bear, probably about two and a half years old. Apparently he was up jumping on the garbage dumpsters, which are up by the main office. And he was back and forth probably 3-4 times last night. So out comes the bear spray and the horns, and my neighbor said he had a 12-gauge slug with him as well. So I kind of regret not taking mine now, because I was going to take him across the country, but this is the only instance that I really might have needed it was last night. So, but it wasn't a brown bear, it was just a black bear. So
it was just a black bear. He was a small one, but he would do damage to a child.
He was probably still 250, 300 pound bear. Yeah,
but definitely not an adult.
Yeah, definitely not an adult.
But then I went up to the office, and jumping on the garbage cans was a brown bear.
Yeah.
So it got up. The garbage cans are the great big ones. They're all sealed with chains, but they were, oh, look at this.
Yeah,
tunnel.
cool, eh?
Neat.
We just went through a nice tunnel.
It's all, he was just jumping on top of them. I guess he wanted to figure out how to get in there. But he couldn't.
Yeah, it was funny.
That was neat.
Another pretty cool thing here, the blue jays. We've noticed the jays are different all the way across the country. Here they're dark blue with a black head, like a black feathers on the top. So it looks just like our blue jays in Toronto, just totally different colors. I think that the colors are really deep looking, and they're really awesome actually. Yesterday we seen, was it gray jays?
Gray jays.
Gray jays the other day. Mostly, I've only seen those on the East Coast. So it was pretty cool to see those too. So. And
then I did see a little brown bird that had orange within its tails, and when it was spread, so it was flying a little bit, landed, and it had orange. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I have to look these up in the book when we get home.
Yeah. So today we're hoping to get into some more wildlife. We're gonna head into Banff, like Teresa said. We're gonna go to Lake Louise. It's probably just gonna be a day trip because we still can't get camping anywhere around here. We had to get camping 2 hours away from the park, believe it or not. So this is what we're doing this morning. We got 186 kilometers to go before we even get into the park, which is fine by us because it's a beautiful route anyway. So.
And we got 261 kilometers.
261 kilometers, sorry. I stand corrected once again. Yeah. All right, so I'll take a bunch of pictures, do some videos, and we'll enjoy our day. Thank you. Hey guys, we just got into Lake Louise. We were just in the park. It is mind-blowing. But what's really mind-blowing is all of the people, man. I have a disability sticker, which is good because that's the only way that we got into the park. It's $36 for parking, but we just had to pay $8 because of the disability paper. I have bad knees and back, that's all. So. But Lake Louise is totally mind-blowing. But it's such a tourist trap. It's a huge tourist attraction. The hotel is amazing. The water is phenomenal. We tried to get up to Lake Moraine. We couldn't get in there. All that gets in there is buses and disability, but it was all full. You couldn't get near the place, right? So now we're going to head out to Banff and check that place out. I got a funny feeling it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. Teresa?
Yeah, enjoying myself. Great time. Lake Louise is very pretty.
Very pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to give you a bit of scenery now, what we're actually getting in here. And we'll talk to you later.
See, that's what it is. Bridges.
These are life bridges, they're called. They're for the animals. They put them across so the animals don't get roadkill. They're pretty cool. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Whee! Look at all the mountains in the distance. Pretty awesome. I bet you I've taken like probably 100 pictures again. And of course my battery runs out right in Lake Louise, so I had to transfer to my phone. Awesome spot, guys. You gotta come here. Like, subscribe. I'll bring you more pictures like this. The what?
Undercut.
Yeah. It's just going right up in.
This walk is all part of Johnston Canyon. There's a falls, a lower falls that you can take a walk to, and then there's even an upper falls that you can take a walk to, and then the ink pots. We opted to take to the lower falls, and it was still a good walk up there. Again, lots of people on this side of the Rockies down at the Banff and Lake Louise area, and it was just way too crowded.
There you go, guys. Another one of the rams. He's got a beautiful rock on him. Both points are there. What park are we, Teresa? Where are we?
Johnston Canyon.
We just got out of Johnston's Canyon, did a 3.5 mile hike. Just about killed me. Yeah, but then we meet this on the way out. Pretty freaking awesome, I tell you. Yeah.
This is one mountain that I found very attractive, and I'm still trying to find out the name of the mountain. So if you know, let me know. It was so busy in Banff, we just had to get in and get out. I don't even think I would ever stay here because there's just too many people. We left the mountains and headed to Drumheller. Take a look at the difference in landscape where there's no mountains. Suddenly we've got flat plains and lots of canola. Well, another rainstorm last night. It was in Drumheller. We got the tent set up just in time. And then the wind started. There was lightning, thunder, on top of us. And it was like, no, actually we can be okay because of the wind. This was after the big wind started. So we made it through the night. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and